Good afternoon, and you've tuned into ET Now with the special edition on Battleground 2024 with me, Cheryl D'Souza. And voting today has commenced for 49 Lok Sabha seats across 6 states and 2 union territories in the 5th phase of the 7th phase of the general elections. The voting is also being held simultaneously for 35 assembly constituencies in Odisha. Voting, which started at 7 a.m., will end at 6 p.m. and according to the Election Commission of India, a total of about 695 candidates are in the fray across these 49 seats, of which 82 are women in the 5th phase. If you talk about the voter turnout, as of 11 a.m., Maharashtra is lagging behind compared to the rest of the states with just 16% voter turnout, while the highest turnout was recorded in West Bengal with 32%. Remember, the Maharashtra is the new battleground state after the splits between Shiv Sena as well as NCP. My colleague Aishwarya is here to get us all the ground report and talk about the voter turnout. And definitely, Aishwarya, I know you must be sweltering there given the fact that it's a yellow alert by IMD for Mumbai, given the high temperatures. But despite that, are you seeing some good turnout in voters?
Yes, it's really hot for sure. We're all melting since morning. We've been since 7 a.m. It's been hot. It felt like it was afternoon when we came here at even at 7 a.m. So voters, in fact, we were hoping that in the morning it would be at its peak, but in fact that was, in single digits in terms of percentage of voter turnout in the morning itself. But now what we are seeing is more and more people are coming out. Earlier we were only seeing senior citizens coming to this particular booth, but now we also see youngsters also flocking to this particular booth in Malabar Hill. But as you mentioned, Maharashtra's polling turnout has been quite low. In fact, if we just take a look at most of these regions, North Central is over 15%, Northeast Mumbai is 17%, Northwest is about 17%, South is about 12%, and South Central is about 16%. So all of the constituencies, especially the Mumbai constituencies, all of these are under 20%, so lower double digits. Not quite a good number for Maharashtra's voter turnout. And in fact, even at this booth, a lot of people are complaining of the issue of not having their name listed on the voters list. So that might be one of the reasons why a lot of voters are missing over here. But overall, if we go back to 2019, the voter turnout was about 50% or so. And we hope that it only gets better by this evening and everyone exercises their vote and casts their vote by the end of the day.
Absolutely, Aishwarya, that's the hope coming in, given the fact that Maharashtra, as of 11 a.m., has recorded the lowest voter turnout. And yes, let's not forget that there is a yellow alert coming in for Mumbai for the fact that it is going to be extremely hot. But nevertheless, just to take you through some of the voting or approximate trend that we're witnessing in some of the constituencies in Mumbai alone, the Mumbai North has recorded about 14.71% voting since 11 a.m. You've also seen Mumbai South, which is recorded the lowest amongst the rest of the constituencies, 12.75%, as well as Mumbai South Central has seen 16.69% of voter turnout, this as of 11 a.m. And hopefully by the day, as the day progresses, maybe by evening, we will see a higher number of voter turnout. But let's actually hear out some of the key voices coming in from various actors, as well as you have Julio Ribeiro, who is the 95-year-old former police commissioner of Mumbai, who went ahead and casted his vote. Let's hear out what they have to say.
कहोगे कि सरकार ये नहीं करती, वो नहीं करती, और अभी आज आप मतदान नहीं करोगे तो उसके लिए जिम्मेदार आप हो। जिसने मतदान नहीं किया वो जिम्मेदार है और सरकार जिम्मेदार नहीं है। जो लोग वोट नहीं करते, आपने कहा कि उनका टैक्स वोट नहीं करते, उनको कुछ न कुछ तो माने होना चाहिए, कोई प्रावधान की, या तो उनका टैक्स बढ़ा दो, या कुछ न कुछ तो सजा या रिएक्शन तो होना चाहिए।
Voting from 1952, that was the first time there was elections were started. So since then I have been voting.
So ever since you have not missed any election?
Well, when I was in Romania, probably, no, there I think they took over. But in Punjab, I think I might have missed.
Okay, so since first election till this parliamentary election, you have experienced all sort of elections.
Except when I was not in Mumbai.
And so what is the voting behavior, if we talk, what has really changed in 1952 to 2024?
The number of people that has changed.
No, apart from also, I mean, process and all.
I think it has got to evolve. I think it is evolving. Everything changes and everything evolves. So I presume that they have to keep up with the times. After some years, they may have to do it different. They'll do it.
All right, let's move on then. And yes, it's the phase fifth of voting underway for general elections. We are now joined by Sanjay Jha, who is Indian politician and former national spokesperson of Congress. Along with that, we have Asif Vamla of BJP, who's a BJP spokesperson joining us on the show. Very good afternoon to you, Mr. Vamla, as well as Mr. Jha. Thank you so much for joining us on ET now. And firstly, let's talk about the city of Mumbai, and particularly Maharashtra has so far seen the lowest voter turnout, only 16% so far coming in for the state of Maharashtra. And also, if you talk about Mumbai in particular, the numbers aren't that great either. Mr. Bamla, coming to you, let me start the discussion first to you, given the fact that now Maharashtra is seen as one of the biggest wild cards in 2024, given the fact that there has been split in two big national big parties. One is Shiv Sena as well as NCP. How do you think that this particular split between these parties will augur for your party in particular, BJP, which has actually tied up with Shinde's fraction of Shiv Sena as well as Ajit Pawar's fraction of NCP?
के आज लोकतंत्र का इस महा उत्सव में सब लोगों ने बढ़ चढ़ कर हिस्सा लेना चाहिए. So this is my appeal to all the citizens who are hearing. This is a very, very important appeal, because if you don't vote, you don't have a right to complain against any government. And the seriousness and the significance of voting is very, very important. And Mumbai is out to poll, and I'm seeing a sizable rise in the voting, and I'm seeing a good excitement between the Mahilas and the youth. And so I'm wishing well for the country, for the city. And going further to your question with what would happen with regard to further roadmap for the Bharatiya Janata Party. So now there is a radical split between both the parties, the Sena. And again, like the Prime Minister mentioned, it is all because of their own family issues. If you go to see, with the Uddhav Thackeray, he wanted to promote his family hair. Then we had Pawar Sahib here. So these were their internal rumblings, and these were internal issues. So we were left with no choices, because we were given the mandate in the last election, and apparently they just turned the mandate, disrespected the mandate, and went across an ideology which is always against Balasaheb Thackeray, coming first to the Sena. Then again, as far as Ajit Pawar was concerned, this is something which has been going on not from now. And this is their internal family issues. And so we, as a government, who were dismayed, who were in a way, who felt that we were frauded, or peeth mein khanjeer khopa gaya tha. So when we got a chance and opportunity that to reform a government, because we have a government in the state, and after that you saw the development projects, be it the Mumbai Coastal Road, the Atal Setu, the mega infrastructure push by the honorable PM. You see, right from the airports across the country to the various portions. In fact, Prime Minister has been very aggressively campaigned with Mumbai, because Mumbai and Maharashtra means a lot to him. And in terms of even supporting Maharashtra in all aspects, even earlier when the Honorable Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis ji was the Chief Minister, he was given the fullest a free hand to run the state in larger interests of development. But then again, there was a little laid-back attitude for 2.5 years when Metro and other projects got stalled. And now you're seeing the new Nariman Point link that has been connected from the ceiling. So all these are infrastructure projects which are still in the pipeline, and we think that all these development work done by the Bharatiya Janata Party and the other two alliances the Shiv Sena and the NCP will definitely transform into votes. And Mumbaikar want a stable government, a government that is there in the center and in the state. And with that intention, 25 साल ये लोग राज करते रहे शिवसेना, but they didn't have any vision towards the city of Mumbai. We saw the same potholes, we saw the same the condition of the city was going bad to worse. So now is the time Mumbaikar want in a city like Mumbai to re-elect all 6 members of the ruling alliance between the BJP and the Eknath Shinde faction. And I am very sure, I am very confident Mumbai will see उनमें वो एक उम्मीद की किरण देख रहे हैं इस नई सरकार से, नई ऊर्जा के साथ. और मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि we will not be we will not be decimated, or we will not be let down by the people of the
Right.
city.
Absolutely, sounding extremely confident.
And this will create a new record. This elections and the turnout and this immense support will definitely create a new record, and definitely Modi ji will manage to achieve the unachievable. That's all I can say.
All right, so that's the word coming in from Mr. Bamla. What's your take coming in on this, Mr. Jha, given the fact that do you think that the opposition is very much united in this particular front? We saw the show of strength in the city of Mumbai, at least with Arvind Kejriwal actually make an appearance when you talk about the rally in city of Mumbai. Do you think the opposition is looking pretty strong enough to take this fight head on?
Cheryl, good afternoon. I think my friend Mr. Bhamla gave a non-stop Shankar Mahadevan election speech. I'm going to keep my comments rather brief. This is going to be an absolutely landmark election verdict. Asif, you have spoken enough. Now let me finish. I think this is going to be a landmark election verdict because Maharashtra is going to decide which alliance is going to form the government at the center. Always remember, Cheryl, that people keep talking about Uttar Pradesh, but it is Maharashtra which has become the bellwether for which party or coalition forms the government at the center. And I can tell you that the winds are blowing absolutely in favor of the Mahavikas Aghadi. And I think everybody knows it. You see, what has happened is the way the BJP has corrupted politics, the way they broke the Uddhav Shiv Sena, the actually Asli Shiv Sena. Asif's partnership is with the Nakli Shiv Sena. And you have the Asli, NCP, which is Sharad Pawarji's party, which is part of the MVA. Ajit Pawar's frankly, everybody knows, is the Nakli NCP. The people of Maharashtra are very modest, very self-respecting, but very sharp and enlightened. I can tell you that as the day progresses, you'll find the people of Maharashtra sending out a message to Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah. Have you noticed, Cheryl, Mr. Modi has been campaigning very aggressively in Maharashtra because he knows that this state will determine the future of India. And I'll tell you why it is important, because the south part of India has already rejected the BJP. They know it. And Maharashtra happens to be at the core center of India. And this is almost like a microcosm of this country. It has got business, it's got industry, it's got entertainment, it's got farming. And every section of the country here who lives in Maharashtra knows that they have been taken for a jolly ride by the government of Mr. Fadnavis and Mr. Shinde. And here is the truth. The truth is that Uddhav ji did a wonderful job during the COVID management. I don't think anybody's forgotten that. The more important part, actually the recent issues that nobody is going to forget in Maharashtra, is the way the current state government has actually driven business that should have been in Mumbai and Maharashtra to Gujarat. Now, Gujarat is already very prosperous. It did not need any further investments that were due to come to Mumbai. I'll give you one example, Sherid. You are part of ET now. We all know that the investment climate, the entire banking industry, mutual funds, stock markets are all based out of Mumbai. But Mr. Modi and the BJP moved the international financial center, which should have been, frankly speaking, Mumbai, for which the UP had actually earmarked land and everything at the Bandra Kurla complex. They shifted it to the gift city in Ahmedabad. And clearly, that was a blatant and brazen abuse of the rights of the people of Maharashtra being taken away to Gujarat, which I think even my friend Asif Bhamla, who speaks for the BJP, cannot really contradict at all. So I think what you're going to see in this election is the victory, a very emphatic victory of the MVA. I have a feeling that in the last election, the NDA won 41 and we won 7. This time, India Alliance will win 41 or more, and the BJP and Mr. Shinde's Nakli Shiv Sena and the Nakli Ajit Pawar's faction will probably end up with 5 or 6. You're going to see a dramatic reversal, and I'm very excited and can't wait to see the June 4th result.
4th is the day when we all will see all the cars and wheel actually. In fact, on that note, just let's hear out what exactly Eknath Shinde had to say post casting his vote. Along with that, we also have Uddhav Thackeray also who spoke to us post casting this vote.
महायुति महाराष्ट्र में जीतेगी, काम के बलबूते पे जीतेगी, केंद्र के काम के बलबूते, राज्य ने निर्णय लिए हुए काम के बलबूते पे ये महायुति जीतेगी। घर में बैठने वालों को लोग वोट नहीं करेंगे, फेसबुक लाइव करने वालों को वोट नहीं करेंगे, डायरेक्ट काम करने, ग्राउंड रियलिटी फील्ड पे काम करने वालों को वोट करेंगे।
सिंपैथी वेव काम करेगी उद्धव ठाकरे की।
लोग सिंपैथी नहीं, काम को वोट देते हैं। उनके जीवन में क्या बदलाव होता है वो देखते हैं, उनके लिए कौन निर्णय लेता है वो देखते हैं, उनके डीबीटी खाते में क्या मिलता है वो देखते हैं। उनको सिर्फ सहानुभूति से पेट भरता है क्या? तो ये बिल्कुल नहीं है।
मोदी मैजिक चल जाएगा।
ये मोदी मैजिक भी चलेगा, मोदी तीसरी बार चुनकर भी आएंगे।
महायुति की कितनी सीट्स जो है वो आएगी महाराष्ट्र में और
मुंबई के 6 सीट पूरी आएंगी। मुंबई में MMR में ठाणा, कल्याण, पालघर, भिवंडी ये सभी सीटें आएगी और महायुति जीतेगी।
पूरी महाराष्ट्र की जनता देश का संविधान बचाने के लिए रास्ते पर उतर कर आई है और जुमलेबाजी को खत्म करने के लिए रास्ते पे उतरी है और मतदान करके अपने भविष्य में मतदान का अधिकार वो कायम रखेंगे।
Pulse in Maharashtra, several rallies, several campaigning you have done, and the mood was quite apparent that Maharashtra people.
Yes. India will vote for democracy and our constitutional rights.
Well, here we see that Mr. Aditya Thackeray and of course the entire family was here just a short while back. They have cast a vote and.
All right, so that was actually Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray as well as Aditya Thackeray talking to us a short while ago. And primarily what Eknath Shinde also spoke about the fact that people will not go ahead to vote for sympathy, but in fact talk about development. And talking particularly about the development is not only the city of Mumbai that is going to vote, or the state of Maharashtra, which is going to have, it is going to be the last polling for the state of Maharashtra in this general elections. But Mr. Bhavla, let's talk about the various other seats, other states that are going to vote today along with Maharashtra. You have Jammu and Kashmir, Bihar, as well as West Bengal. In fact, West Bengal has seen the highest voter turnout. How do you see BJP performing in those states in particular? And not to miss Uttar Pradesh as well.
See, West Bengal, we will do phenomenally well because, you see, I was just having a debate of how in Kerala they created a martyr of 2 people who were involved in making bombs. You know, they were the party there, the CPIM there is involved in that, and the Congress is blaming to them, and they're blaming the Congress. So if you see in Delhi, they all come together on a common platform. They sit, they talk very highly. They share a very fabulous camaraderie because, of course, the agenda is point Modi to finish him off, to ensure that he's out of power. The BJP is out of power. But then again, in their own state, they go and they talk against each other and they fight with each other like cats and dogs. Now you see, now Sanjay is an earlier congressman like I was. Okay, so what is the condition of Mr. Kharge? And I want to know the reaction of post I speak to about this from my friend Sanjay also, that Malika Arjun Kharge has given warning to their own president of the PCC there, who has led the party from the grassroots and who has brought the party here. And the TMC claims there that Congress and BJP are cahoots and hands in hand to ensure that that this party, that TMC loses there. So ये तो उनकी परिस्थिति केरला में क्या हाल है? Against their own president, whom they claim that they have an alliance, it's an alliance. I don't understand this sort of an alliance in your own state against Rahul Gandhi. They pitched a candidate. अरे आप इतनी तो नजर की शर्म रखिए कि भाई वहां उनका जो in a way he's like a president of the AICC, and opposite him also you've given a candidate, and in Delhi you're sitting beside the congressman and criticizing Modi. So this sort of a pseudoism is something of the India Alliance, which is in all the states, even Aam Aadmi Party. I saw latest speech by the chief minister of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab speaking against the Congress in Punjab. और फिर दिल्ली में जाके यही चेहरे बदल जाते. सो ये जो दुगना जो चेहरा है ना, इसका जो कीमत उन्हें देनी पड़ेगी. वेस्ट बंगाल में यू विल सी भारतीय जनता पार्टी फेयरिंग वेल. You will see in Kerala also Congress will fail because of their own rumblings. This is going to have more advantage to the BJP, and the confidence of the people is shattered. कि आप वहां एक बात करते हो जो कितना दूर है, इस देश का हिस्सा है भाई. आप यहाँ पर आप आके उन्हीं के बारे में बुराई करोगे. अरे अगर आपको अलायंस करना है तो what sort of an alliance is this? You have to have we have left so many alliances. We could not get along with so many things. We could not fulfill the aspirations. So we lost. Now आज कांग्रेस की लाचारी देखिए. क्या हो गया है ना कि भारत था लाचार, अब भारत बना मोदी का परिवार. तो अब इनकी जो लाचारी है वो इस हाल में हो गई कि वो अपने पार्टी के आला नेताओं को भी खदेड़ के they are ready to even show them the door, which is what happened in Maharashtra. And for that, Sanjay will agree. Why was Milind deprived a seat? Was he not deserving? Today, he would have been a better candidate in South Mumbai. Still, I would say, even though we are in the alliance, he's a friend of mine, and so is he of Sanjay Jha's. And there are so many other leaders. Sanjay Nirupam went away. He is known to you. So, ये इन्होंने अपने alliances को खुश रखने के लिए उनको प्रावधान देने के लिए उन्होंने अपनी पार्टी के गड्ढे खोद रखे, and they will pay for it. Unfortunately, it's the Congress who will lose at the cost of their own betrayal to their own leaders who have ensured that the party grows from zero to here. And that is my agony. And the same agony is for my friend Sanjay Jha also, who was a competent spokesperson and who is suspended yet. I will still fight for you, Sanjay, no matter how much ever you oppose me.
Right, but actually to come on what you spoke about Kharge just a short while ago, you have Mallikarjun Kharge actually describe Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary as party's combative soldier as well. So this is the latest comment that is coming on that particular front. And Sanjay, I not want to divulge in or dig in deeper to what Mr. Bhamla said, but I want to ask you a very pertinent question. How crucial and how important is Rahul Gandhi winning from Raebareli for Congress party as a whole, given the fact that this time he is going to fight from that seat which his mother had?
Cheryl, since Asif Bhai has been so kind and generous with me, let me also promise him that I am on a mission to get him back into the Congress party after the results are declared on June 4th. But let me answer your question. As far as Raebareli is concerned, I think it's going to be an emphatic landslide win for Rahul. I think you're going to see a surprise victory for Kishori Lalji in Amethi. I think a lot of people are actually aware, those who have been to Amethi and Raebareli will know that Smriti Irani could face a defeat in Amethi. But, on the larger question, I think Asif Bhai was talking about, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, etc. I do believe, Cheryl, that Mr. Kharge has done a very correct thing by publicly telling Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary that it's about time you stopped indulging in a verbal attack on Mamata Banerjee, because Mamata Banerjee has been very clear that she will become part of the India Alliance, which they are not at the moment, but they will become part of the India Alliance after the government is formed. But there are two things, Cheryl, that I need to point out for the benefit of your, I'm sure, very enlightened viewers. When the Prime Minister of this country makes very outrageous and obtuse statements like, the Congress and the Samajwadi Party will bulldoze the Ram temple. Can you imagine how inflammatory and provocative that is. This is coming from the Prime Minister of this country. My friend Asif, I'm sure, doesn't agree with that at all. When the Prime Minister says that the Congress party will make reservations to give a cricket team greater representation of minorities, it tells you of the extreme desperation within the BJP. I have never heard in my entire living memory any prime minister, no matter what the electoral heat, no matter how much people get carried away, to make such repugnant remarks about minorities is absolutely unparalleled. And I think Mr. Modi has let down not just the opposition and the people of this country, but his own party. I don't expect Asif to defend that ridiculous statement. Mangal Sutra, he will steal bhais. Bhais. Asif Bhamla ji, bhais kaun chori karega yaar? So here is the point that end of day, the lowering of the political discourse tells you that the Prime Minister is worried. The BJP hasn't campaigned on any achievement. If it was proud of having done something, they should have talked about it. I think the mood of this country, Cheryl, has changed. This is not a Hindutva campaign, is not worked. Polarization has boomeranged. The issues are unemployment, issues are food inflation, corruption, electoral bond. People are worried about this big authoritarian, arrogant call for give me 370 seats. Will you amend the constitution? This is what people are asking. Will we get more frightened? Will they take away civil liberties? Will the income tax, ED, and the CBI become the great washing machine of this country and go and invade more business houses, frighten stockbrokers, threaten the self-employed professionals? I think there are larger questions to be asked. And I do feel that Mumbai, the commercial capital of India, an enlightened citizenry of this country will respond. And I think Asif Bhai is putting up a very brave face. He's a very good spokesperson for the BJP, although I think he will come to the Congress soon. I am very confident that the BJP will lose and will lose completely in all 6 seats of Mumbai.
And that's the date to see that would be June 4th. That's when we will know which side of the discourse has actually the voters gone ahead and voted. Thank you so much, Mr. Asif Bhamla, as well as Sanjay Jha, for joining us on the show to talk about the issues that are key when you talk about the 5th phase of polling. Remember, the Maharashtra for now has seen the lowest voter turnout as of 11 a.m. and that could change as the time goes by. But with that, we are totally out of time in this edition of Battleground 2024. It's a goodbye from Michelle D'Souza.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.